So I'm watching YouTube the other day and I mean it hit me just like that. The idea of stealing an idea. So in this video, we're going to take a look at all the slabs in my collection. Special thanks to the Colossus Collector for inspiring this video. A link to his video is in the description below. So let's check out what's on the rack. Or let's check out all the slabs on the rack. So let's get started in looking at all the comics I have slabbed. The way I'm going to do this video is I'm going to count down from my highest, from my 9.8s, all the way to the lowest graded comic that I have slabbed. I certainly don't have as many as Colossus Collector. So let's get started with this Uncanny X-Men number 121 and a 9.8. I featured this on my top 5 most significant comics in my collection. So I've talked about this one, how much I like Alpha Flight. But I also have an Alpha Flight number 1 in a 9.8. Now this isn't the original one I got as a kid. This is my 9.8 that I have slabbed. I got it off of eBay. I think I have my original one from when I was a kid, and I think I've maybe bought a couple more copies. Next, we've got a 9.4. We've got a 9.4 and the most significant comic in my collection, Avengers Annual number 10. So I've got the raw copy I had when I was a kid, and I've got this one right here that I bought off of eBay. Maybe I'll upgrade to a 9.8, but this 9.4 looks really good, so I like it in the rack up there. Next, we've got another 9.4. I featured this on my top 10 or top 5 most significant comic books. This is a 9.4. This was the first comic book I ever sent off to CGC, the New Mutants number 98 here. I had it cleaned, I had it pressed. I didn't personally send it off, my LCS sent it off, and it came back a 9.4. But yes, I bought this one off the rack. Next is we've got a 9.2. A 9.2 and Incredible Hulk number 340. This is one I did buy off the rack, and this was a submission I made. Now, probably at the time I didn't know about cleaning and pressing. I just never sent anything off to CGC, and I got a bunch of comics together I thought I would like to have slabbed, and this was one of them. I should have had it pressed, I should have had it cleaned. It probably would have got a better grade than the 9.2. Since I love Alpha Flight so much, I have another Alpha Flight number 1 in a 9.2. And since I love X-Men 121 so much, I have a 9.2 in that as well. So those comics that I really love, I seem to want to get one slabbed. I've got raws of these, but I like getting them slabbed as well. This was my raw copy. I had my 9.8. I sent this one off thinking, ooh, I kind of want one that's slabbed, and then later on I got the 9.8, so I need to get me a raw copy of this one again. Now we're moving down to an 8.5, and I've got an 8.5 in Uncanny X-Men number 244. This was in that lot that I sent off to CGC. Again, I should have had this one clean and pressed. I probably would have gotten a lot better than the 8.5, but I didn't realize at that time how important it is to have these things cleaned and have them pressed. Next is my raw copy of X-Men 120 that I sent off to CGC. Again, if I'd gotten this one cleaned and pressed, I probably would have gotten better than that 8.0. But I'm now looking for a raw copy of this one. I love having raw copies, and sometimes I love having a slabbed copy. I like them both. I'm not one or the other. And got this one off of eBay raw, and this one was in the lot that I sent off to CGC. Next, we've got a 6.5 in Marvel Superhero Secret Wars. First appearance, or the origin of the alien symbiote suit. Got a 6.5. Definitely a clean and press will get me better than a 6.5, but I just wanted this slabbed. I love this copy, and this was the original one I bought off the rack as a kid. We're going down to a 5.0. We've got a 5.0, and of course, Iron Man #1. I saved up a long time to get this comic. I love this comic. Love this cover. This cover is just absolutely amazing. And I'm really happy with just a 5.0. I'll probably never try to get one better than this because this copy presents extremely well. Now we're going to move down to a 4.5. I have a 4.5 in the Amazing Spider-Man #194. This was one that I got as a kid. I got it from somebody. I did not buy this one off the rack. I can't remember who I got this from, but I had it in my collection. I said, hey, I'll send it off, get it cased. And again, I think this probably would benefit greatly from a clean and a press and get that 4.5 up. But I'm happy with the way it turned out. And the lowest graded comic that I have slabbed is Fantastic Four #50. I remember buying this one out of the back bins at a comic shop in a town close to us, and I bought it for $7. And it presents very, very well, and I expected to get better than a 3.5 on this, but when I sent it off, I completely forgot that there is a tear all the way across right here. But still, this thing presents extremely well. I think it presents way better than a 3.5, and I'm very happy with that. And there you have it, all the slabs I have in my collection. Again, I'd like to thank the Colossus Collector for inspiring this. You can check out his video in the description below. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and we'll see you next time around the rack.